Hello friends, welcome you in Research Needs. In this video, we will see how to perform the narrow beam test to assess motor coordination and balance in rodents. Here in the video, you can see a C57 mice is moving over a beam, a very narrow beam, and sometimes it try to balance over it. So this instrument used for animal behavioral study to evaluate motor skills. It involves narrow beams, platform that animals must traverse, while parameters like time to cross, foot slips and falls are recorded to assess motor coordination and balance. This narrow beam test apparatus consists of 1 meter flat beam 12 mm wide resting on two poles each 50 centimeter height. At the finish point, a safe box is attached on the top of the pole in which right now mice is entered and containing nesting materials and feed pellet to attract the animals. The starting point, a lamp is used to shine light as a aversive stimulus to encourage the animals to cross the beam. Moreover, in this instrument, a timer and two motion detectors are attached to the apparatus to measure the time taken by the animal to cross 80 centimeters of the beam accurately. One motion detector is placed at 0 centimeter to start the timer, and the other is placed at 80 cm to stop the timer once the animal crosses. In this apparatus, the narrow width of the beam poses a challenge for the animal to maintain balance and coordinations, making it useful for detecting motor deficit causing by neurological coordinations and drug effect or genetic mutations. So it has a narrow beam. Just because of that, the mice move very carefully on that. For that, animals are trained first. So during the training period, each animal placed at the starting point and trained to cross the beam 3 times. So the animals are trained 3 times. Once the animal reaches the safe box, it is allowed to rest for their 15 seconds between each trial. So it is test right now, you can see. That's why we are not giving rest the animals after completion. We are removing it soon. After the training session, the animals are returned to their home cages. In testing procedures, after completion of the training, testing is performed. Each animal is placed at the starting point and the time taken to cross the 80 centimeter distance on the beam is recorded. A cut-off time of 60 seconds is set for each animal during the test. The beam is cleaned with 70% alcohol before placing each animal to remove scent cues. So sometimes what happened, while you put the animals, they are trying to smell out previous animals' movement or presence. So for that, it is necessary to clean every time after completion of one animal's movement. Now you can see here we are cleaning likewise. So after completion of this study, what parameters we are recording? Time taken to cross the beam 80 centimeters, number of foot slips and number of falls. This quantifies the animal's motor performance. So what is the application of this instrument where we can use it? Narrow beam test is commonly used in drug development, screening and evaluating the effect of drug on motor coordination. Second is neurological studies, assessing the impact of neurological conditions and neurodegenerative disease like Parkinsonism or sometimes Alzheimer, and genetic studies investigating the genetic basis of motor functions, and sometimes in toxicological studies evaluating the neurotoxic effects of chemicals. The narrow beam test is a valuable tool in behavioral neuroscience and pharmacology to assess motor skills in rodents under various experimental conditions. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe and explore our lab methods video to strengthen your practical research skill. Thank you for watching.